Dear friends, what you are about to witness has been discussed in Chinese social media for a very long time. No one knows the exact details of when and what the individuals involved, however, in this story retold thousands of times. There is quite a lot of talk on the internet about the fact that we all need to know about something very important. Many people in this Asian country use as their primary mode of transportation train, but the number of seats are scarce, so many people are forced they decide to purchase a unique ticket without a seat. They are forced to stand while driving. In the spring, there is never a shortage of them on the ribbon connecting Guangzhou with Chengdu. There is never a shortage of them. Such an incident occurred. An elderly man entered and sat down, telling his neighbor that he had bought a ticket without a seat, but that it was too difficult for him to walk the entire distance, and that he would hope that the holder of the correct ticket would not show up and chase him away. The train began its journey, but the seat holder did not arrive at the same time. There were enough passengers in the carriage at one time that everyone could stand in the aisle. Among them was a frail girl who looked a little over 20 years old. She could not even stand properly and was constantly being pushed by passing passengers. An older man turned to look at her. Concerned, he asked if it was difficult to stand on a moving train. "How much longer do you have to go?" "7 more hours to go," the girl answered, adding that she was fine. "Can you stand 7 hours?" Standing so long, the older man shook his head and expressed genuine concern for the girl. After a while another man appeared. He turned to her and greeted her warmly. "My stop is about to come up, young lady. Why don't you sit on mine?" he kindly offered. She replied gratefully, "Don't worry. Really, I am fine. I'll be right back." Then the ticket inspector arrived. Upon arrival, the controller approached the girl and, looking at her ticket, noticed the mistake. "Young lady, isn't this your seat? Why are you standing?" Pointing to the old man's seat. The controller remarked, "Well, didn't you tell him he was sitting in your seat? He doesn't know that." The woman chuckled, looking at the elderly man, who even walks with difficulty. If he were able to stand, he wouldn't be able to survive this grueling journey. How was I supposed to let him know that? I would have rather let him sit if he knew it was my seat. The ticket inspector saw that the seniors were asleep. He returned the ticket to the girl and whispered, "Show me to the next carriage, and I will find a free seat for you." Passengers nearby overheard the conversation and were impressed by what the girl had managed to do. But then something even more unexpected happened. Everyone was shocked that the girl could not do without her crutches as she stooped down and climbed under one of the seats, leaving her crutches there in such a way that no one even noticed. Nevertheless, she made the decision to stand so that the elderly person could sit down. These days, most people would not yield to such pressure, but fortunately there are still those in our society who set a positive example by helping others, even at the expense of their own interests. If everyone were as good-hearted as this girl in the story, it would certainly have a very important message. If you agree, this world would be a much better place. Then add a comment. Share this tale with your loved ones.